Hi, this is Tareq Habib. Want to say hello who are watching this video, and today I will show you about the JavaScript matters like data validation in a login page and regular expression statement in JavaScript also, and you will get these files like example file, HTML file, and this style file in the link below the video, but I will not give this JavaScript file for your betterment. If you type it by yourself, it should be good for you. And you also get this note file, some notes here about the topics, and I think it can help you. Yeah, anyway, let's start. This is the program I run, and I'll show at first how we use the login page, and then I will describe about the code. I already typed the code, just I will brief about the code. Say username. If you put a character like this, it says that, see here, it says that username contains illegal character. It is not valid here. And if you put at the rate, also same, it says that username contain illegal character. Okay, I put here DAVE and then 1, then it says that username is valid. Yeah. And then if you come to password, if you put a, say I show you, like if you copy it from notepad, because you are not seeing the word, I copy a Stanford, yeah, and paste it to here, and say it is saying that the password must contain at least one numerical. So we again go there and copy Stanford 1 with a number, yes, Stanford with a number, and then paste it here, and then it said valid password. So I will describe how to do this in JavaScript, I mean data validation, and I will describe some function used in the code. So let's follow me. This is example HTML, and here I take a class login box in the form tag, and then I use a logo here in the image tag, and then take one input type text and another input type password, and in on input event I call the JavaScript function, and on input is an event which is called each time you press a key. This is this function called, yeah. And if I go to this function in the JavaScript file, you see I am briefly describing about this code. This is called meta character in JavaScript. In JavaScript there is an article named regular expression, and this is called RegExp, and this is actually described briefly here. Just this is denoted character alphabet, yeah, from A to Z and 0 to 9, and if you want to call it, you should call it meta character in JavaScript, and this creates a character set. Basically it will match any single character within the listed set of character, and this is also matches inverse of word characters. It means like if you write capital W, it is means non-word, yeah, and if you write small w, it denotes a word from A to Z. So this is inverse to that one. This is non-word and this is word, yeah, and this backslash front slash, sorry, this is front slash marks the beginning and the end of regular expression. G means global search, yeah. So if you go to JavaScript file, you will see that from first this is user data function, and inside user data function I use some if else statements, and if the user name field is blank, it shows wrong username message in the label just beside the text field. And if the length of the username is less than 5 and greater than 12, then it shows username contains illegal character. Sorry, then it come to here and it check for the illegal characters. It means the like not character or exclamation character or hash, something like this. If it is used in the username, it tests here, yeah. This is illegal characters I declare here, and this is meta character in JavaScript I just described, yeah. And this test for letters, numbers and underscores, and in that case here then we check for the else statement, yeah. If it is not true, then it comes here, then it shows wrong username length, and then it comes again here in another if else if statement, and it check for the illegal characters again, and it shows that username contains illegal character, and then else statement show username is valid. I just showed you about the username in the browser. And here another function password data validate, and here also we check that the field is not blank, and then we check for password should be less than not less than 7 character and not greater than 14 character, yeah. And if this condition does not meet, then it shows this message, the password is the wrong length, and then it check for illegal characters, and these illegal characters actually denotes letters and numbers, yeah. It check for letters and numbers, not the underscore, yeah. And here you again check if the string, I mean your password contains A to Z at least one alphabet. If it checks, if it is false, then it return -1, and then the message is the password must contain at least one alphabet, yeah. And this function also search for number, like if the password does not contain at least one number, then it send the message the password must contain at least one numeral, yeah, otherwise this is valid, yeah. And you also see this note here, like one thing we used here, inner HTML. What is inner HTML? Inner HTML is used to get or set the HTML content of an element node. I mean, if you want to put some string or you get the string from a element, HTML element, then you use HTML. Here we used this in HTML to set the message in the label used here, like label password or label user. Yeah, and also one more thing here, I used here style dynamically. Yeah, see here, when the condition does not meet, then the field becomes yellow, and it is done dynamically in JavaScript. Here, see, this is ID of the text field, and this, when you write a style, that it deals with CSS like a style in JavaScript. And then I set the background color yellow. Yeah, and this is the main thing today we discussed here. And if you want to learn more, please go to books or internet, or you can see my other lectures. And hope this helps, and don't forget to subscribe the channel if it helps you. Thank you very much. All the best. Bye bye.